out there like a bunch of crazy dogs.
Sometimes defiant, sometimes defiant, sometimes defiant.
Hey, shoot him, man. Hope I never get back in there. I was kicked off.
Sometimes defiant, sometimes defiant.
It's your guy.
What you gotta say to the camera?
Yes, sir. Sometimes you wait a giant.
Going as all you want to. We built for this shit. We don't fold, motherfuckers. We don't fucking fold.
Son, I gotta do that in this.
Sometimes defiant.
It's your guy who is never lying, sometimes defiant. TP Way the Giant. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to every New York Giant fan / soldier that is tuned in. How you feeling, man? First off, I hope and wish that your Thanksgiving was well. I hope that you took the time to reflect and think about all the things that you are thankful for. I said this in the stream before that I don't want y'all to let the New York Football Giants to ruin your holidays. I think I tried to preface, last stream, the pregame stream, with letting y'all know things to expect. Because if you just limit your expectations, then just maybe you can receive things in a positive light. I don't know if that method necessarily worked for everybody. I don't know if it worked for you. But it didn't even work for me, man. I'm going to keep it real. It didn't even work for me. Because this team, man, and I don't know how it just has this hold on me. But it just finds a way to just irritate me. Even though I knew that, that it was coming and it was going to be what it was going to be, it still messed with my mental. The real Moti, Giant salute to you, bro. Thanks for tuning in. Now, the New York Giants fall short 20, Dallas Cowboys 27. Before we actually talk about the game in itself, there's just some things that outside of the actual game that I noticed that I don't want to forget to mention. One is I was irritated listening to fucking Tom Brady commentate our game. That shit was, man, I was tired of that shit. And this is the prime example on, look, man, you could be an NFL player. You could, I don't care what type of mainstream media that you are on, but everybody is not meant to be in front of that mic. Tom Brady in the booth was ass. First of all, I was already irritated from hearing Tom Brady talk about himself all throughout the game. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I appreciate little nuggets here and there. Like, I appreciate cool stories. Like, I'll take that. But when you turn everything into, like, an experience that you had, it gets annoying throughout the whole game. Like, there was a point in time when somebody, I forgot who it was, but somebody took a sack. And Tom Brady was like, yeah, I just never understood how people didn't see people come around the edge. And I always felt the guy. And da-da-da-da. Tom Brady, shut your ass up. Shut up. This is not about you. I understand, okay, you may be the GOAT and all that other stuff, whatever. But no, we're not trying to hear that shit. Unless you're about to tell us like a story that is detailed and juicy or like it's interesting, or shut up. Over there, every time he could get a chance to say something about himself, he uses it. They flashed the camera over to the sideline. Yeah, that's one of the trainers that I used to work with. And shut up. And y'all know how I get about my guys, man. I know technically, Daniel Jones, he's not a New York Giant anymore, but it's fresh, all right? It's still fresh. But even when he started to talk about Daniel Jones, I'm like, bro, yo, it's like you talking about one of my boys, man. It's like you talking about one of my boys. Like if I'm sitting back and I'm just walking and I hear you talking about NYG 22, I'm gonna get tight. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna get tight. Shut up. Shout out to Unpopular Opinion Sports, man. Giant salute to NYG. Hey, I'm gonna say it every stream, man. I'm gonna say it every stream until y'all get the picture. Make sure you go over to the Big Blue Crew. Make sure you subscribe and get that content, man. Get that content. All right. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's gonna get crazier, man. When it comes to dishing out the content, dishing out the news, you don't want to miss it. But yeah, man. G242 Marshall says this team has gone down twice before Andrew Thomas got hurt, but now Dex is hurt. We not winning nothing. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. I tried to let it be known, man. I mean, I hope for our team to show us something different, but it's not going to be no wins in sight. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Again, I heard Tom Brady talking about Daniel Jones, and he started the sentiment by saying, "Yeah, I don't know much about the situation. So if you don't know much about the situation, leave it there. Leave it there. Why are you talking about a situation that you don't know nothing about?" And he was completely wrong. You was completely wrong. Don't try to hop on this narrative and try to act like Daniel Jones is the one who gave up on his team and all that, like he quit on his team. And then you want to sit there and lie. Talk about, yeah, I would have played scout team safety in a heartbeat for my team. Shut your ass up, Tom Brady. No, you wouldn't have. No, you wouldn't have. Don't act like you're not a big-ass crybaby yourself, man. Stop that. Talk about what you would have done. I hate that, man. I hate when dudes talk about what they would have done. If you was never in that position, if you never sat in those shoes, don't tell me about what you would have done. That's like a dude who's sitting back and they watching a fight on the video and they like, yeah, man, I would have done this. Yeah. Oh, now, if he would have said that, I would have done it. Man, shut your ass up. Man, you've never been in a fight in your life and you talking about what you would have done. Look, I was listening to that and it just irritated me because it just reminded me of what's been going on when it comes to Daniel Jones, yo. It's like anytime you search and try to find a way to shit on, just let it be, man. Let it go. I'm sitting here listening to Tom Brady, and I'm like, and it reminded me. I'm like, yo, this is the same Tom Brady that was talking shit about him earlier in the year. When he got on the platform and on that interview style panel, and he was talking about bad quarterbacks or something like that, and he tried to make the joke taking a shot at Daniel Jones. It's like you riding him now, man. But that shit irritated me, man. That shit irritated me. And I had to, I made sure I wrote that down in my notes because I was like, nah, I don't want to forget that point. I don't want to forget that point. But in the game itself, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. NSON podcast said, my guy Bears fired head coach too. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up because I did watch the Lions and the Bears game, and it was misery loves company. It was good to see that we are not the only team dealing with complete incompetence. Like, we're not the only team dealing with a just complete incompetent head coach. Excuse me. For those who don't know, the Lions played the Bears before our game, and the Lions gave the Bears every chance in the world to win the game. Literally. And it's the game-winning drive. The Bears are down 3. Caleb Williams, he was just lost in the sauce. He looked like a complete rookie on that last drive. A complete rookie. Because there's no management with the time being had. He's trying to hurry up and get the offense back to the line. Now, mind you, in all of this, they have one timeout left, which they could have used. They don't even use the timeout. They try to get them back to the line. They have 5 seconds when the play start. Caleb Williams drops back, tries to throw a bomb in the end zone. It is incomplete, and they end the game with one timeout. Time runs out, and they lose. Now, they were also in field goal position. And in that drive, Caleb Williams takes a sack. And there's nothing about that situation that you could tell me that the head coach doesn't deserve to be criticized for that. I don't know exactly their situation. I don't know if their head coach is or if it's the players playing. Like, I don't know what's going on with the Bears quite wholeheartedly, but that was a clear indication for me that Buddy over there, who's the head coach of the Bears, needs to be fucking fired. That was ridiculous. So I will say, going into this game, it did feel a little bit. It did feel better, watching somebody else's mess for once. It did. Oh, so he's going already. They got rid of his ass. Oh, they got rid of him. Okay, they got rid of him. Good. Because you know why? You know why that's good? Because that's going to sprinkle on its way to New Jersey, and we should expect a notification by Dable, man. Yeah, we should expect a notification by Dable soon. Because especially after that game, they should have hands to chest. They should have said, "Hey, man, don't even worry about boarding the plane, man. We got to talk to you real quick. Yeah, we just want to let you know before you get to New Jersey so you know what to prepare for." Yeah, Coach Dave. Go ahead and pack up your stuff, man. It's a wrap. Man. You knew this was coming. Shout out to my dog Ghost, by the way, man. Shout out to my dog Ghost, man. But yeah, I'm sorry. Let's get into it. I say this all the time. I understand why it is so comforting to know, like, we're one step closer to the number one pick. I get why fans and people, want us to tank. I get it. And I never knock y'all for feeling that way. But I just don't believe in that wholeheartedly. I wanted that game versus Dallas. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I can't fake the funk. I wanted the game versus Dallas. And it is sickening to know that even at Dallas's worst, they still own our ass, man. Like, they still are going to find a way to beat us. I don't know about y'all. I'm only speaking from my perspective. But even that alone is the shit that make me want to, like, break a fucking TV. Just that fact alone. Why can't we beat these motherfuckers, man? Because make no mistake about it, Dallas isn't good. They aren't good. At quarterback, they have Cooper Rush. Rico Dowdle at running back. I'm thinking, like, yo, who the fuck even is that? You still got Grandpa Elliott getting some carries. He had one carry, but still. Receiving core is mediocre at best. But for some reason, when you play the Giants, everybody looks better than what they really are. And we find a way to lose again to Dallas, man. I know a lot of y'all were fooled after that first drive. Y'all was like, oh shit, Drew Lock, he moved us up the field. And man, Coach Dable, he coached up something nice on that first drive. But if you've been paying attention to what Coach Dable is, it's not about putting a job together. It's about coaching a good game. It's about being consistent enough throughout the game to put you in a position to win. To know how to win. And that's what Coach Dable has not only shown us yesterday, but that is what he's been showing us all year. He does not know how to coach a full game and put us in a position to win. I'm happy that we finally have gotten to the point to where fans, even though this was a lot, like this was said on certain pages that I've been paying attention to. I know for off bat, I know you got, Big Dash. I know you have the Big Blue Crew. I know you got myself. You have others who have been saying this. But finally, fans are starting to see past Daniel Jones. And it's sad that it really took this much for y'all for people to kind of catch on board. Because we're not going to forget the fact that there was this narrative that, oh, the New York Giants are just one quarterback away and all we need is da 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 da. No, this team is awful, man. This team is awful. Shit is pathetic. And if you can't see that by now, I really, like, it ain't even no point of talking to you at this point. It ain't even no point of talking to you. You made your mind up. But everybody deserves the smoke, man. Everybody deserves the smoke. And we're going to start from the head and we're going to start down. I will tell you this. Drew Lock, he wasn't good. He wasn't bad. He wasn't great. He wasn't terrible. Drew Lock was just Drew Lock. Drew Lock was Drew Lock. And me, I'm not even, you can't expect for a player to be more than what they are, man. That is one thing that is for sure. You can't expect somebody to be more than what they are. They are what they are, and you can't change that. So I'm going to put Drew Lock to the side for a second. The first person I wanted to talk about in particular, and y'all know I've been kind of on this case a little bit. Let's talk about Malik Neighbors, man. Let's talk about Malik Neighbors. Let's talk about your precious jewel. Your precious jewel, because I know that Malik Neighbors is off limits, and I know y'all gonna find every reason and excuse to back him and to hype him and to do all of these different things when it comes to him, but y'all gonna ignore the deficiencies when it comes to him. I know, but that's why there's me. That's why there's me. Because literally, when I say anybody could get the smoke, anybody could get the smoke. Anybody could get the smoke. Y'all gonna really sit here and act like Malik Neighbors doesn't have a problem with dropping the ball? Are we gonna sit here and act like that? Now, granted, I am not ignorant to the fact that Malik Neighbors is the best receiver on the field. I am not ignorant to the fact that Malik Neighbors also deserves more when it comes to getting the ball down the field. Something similar to what, Odell at one point was complaining about with Eli. But getting the ball, down the field and getting him in the mix consistently and finding ways to scheme him up for him to be his best self. I am not oblivious to that fact. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to ignore the fact that this dude drops balls damn near every game, man. Every game. And y'all were telling me this is the guy that we should unretire the number one for before he plays a down. Y'all are telling me this is the guy that deserves the league when he catches a first down. This is the same guy that is the first one to a microphone after a game, and it's to tell the media and the people everything about everybody else and what they're not doing. And it's so easy to look at somebody else's mess and to say, oh shit, yo, y'all need to clean that up. But before you can clean anybody's shit up or worry about anybody else's cleaning their shit up, you have to clean yours. You have to clean yours. As the number one wide receiver, my I don't, and again, y'all know me, I don't care about that rookie crap. I don't care about that. A rookie him being a rookie is not an excuse for him dropping the ball. And I want to make it clear. This is not me to shit on neighbors type of thing. This is not that. Don't get it twisted. I know what neighbors can be. I know the talent that he brings. But I'm not gonna sit back and I'm not gonna ignore the fact that this motherfucker drops balls damn near every game. Damn near every game. And what makes it worse is that he's the one that is going to speak up. He is the one that is going to voice, everything and be confident in the things that he is saying after these games. This is not me crucifying him, but everybody could get the smoke, and I'm not letting nobody just sneak away, man, and get clear of the smoke, man. Nah. And my fault, man. I'm not ignoring the chat, but I don't want to lose my train of thought, man. That's it. Where we at? Let me see. G242 said, I'm glad we have the first pick. When we draft bottom 5, we have been ass. Only Kayvon needs to flourish. Neil to me is not a bust. He just needs to let go between AT and JMS. Oh, left guard. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Giants aren't good either. Rush beat us before. I mean, yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said. Unpopular Opinion Sports says, I don't believe in taking either, but it is what the Giants have been doing for 2 years with Dable. Fact. Fact. And we can't ignore it, man. We can't ignore it. Like, we can't be oblivious to it. You know what I mean? Going into the game, my fan juices was kind of, oozing out, and I was kind of feeling it. And I was like, all right, come on, man, let's take it to these motherfuckers. But, yo, we the Giants. We the Giants. Who am I kidding? Dead and Shelter says, bad teams always find ways to lose. We're the get-right team for the league, man. Unfortunate truth. Unfortunate truth, man. Shout out to my guy, Clinton. One draft won't fix this team. Yo, it's a lot. It's a lot. We got a lot of work to do, bro. We got a lot of work to do. Unpopular Opinion Sports says they always look good on the first scripted drive. After that, the wheels always come off. Come on, man. It's the New York Giant way. It's the New York Giant way. I'm going to read a couple of more of these and we get back to it. This is Allen, okay. Allen, he's a Cowboys fan. Yeah. I deserve this. I can't say shit to a Cowboy fan right now. I can't say shit to a Cowboy fan. What am I going to say? Let's get down. Big Dash. Shout out to Big Dash. Big Dash says, first things first, TP. We hunt Dable and Shane first, then spin the block for Malik. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. You're 100% right. And I don't want to make no mistake about it. Oh, the smoke definitely starts with them two. And if I haven't made that clear, I apologize. I have to let it be known. The smoke starts with them two, for sure. For sure. And Malik, I'm not trying to make it seem like Malik is the top of the concerns. And I'm not trying to paint that picture at all either. But yes, we definitely going to talk about it. Shout out to Big Dash, man. Shout out to Big Dash. Y'all definitely have to make sure Y'all subscribe to Big Dash, man. And at this point, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed if you subscriber here and you're not the subscriber there. I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed because you're missing out on dope content. All right, you're missing out on dope content. I don't want that for you. But yeah, man. Let's go down the line. Let's go down the line. I'm sorry. I didn't want to rant like that on Malik Neighbors because there's so much other shit. There's so much other shit. Hey, let's talk about God damn. See, this is how much he didn't get the ball that I'm having a brain fart on his fucking name. Darius Slayton. Now, this is something that Big Pat from the Big Blue Crew, this is something that he pointed out to me, and now it's clear as day. Do we not notice that after Darius Slayton, he voiced his concerns about Daniel Jones leaving, that he has not been being targeted at all? There is times when Darius Slayton is on the field and you don't even know he's playing. Darius Slayton had the same amount of receptions and yards as Jalen Hyatt. And typically that would be a good thing, but the thing is, it was only 2 receptions for 8 yards. Now, Darius Slayton did drop a ball again. He did drop a ball. But it just brings up my biggest concern about what this coaching staff is doing. We have these tools, man. We have these tools spread out on this offense, and we do not utilize them in a way to make us the best efficiently throughout this game. Theo Johnson did not get into the mix until the game was over with. Can somebody please give me a logical explanation as to why? Because anybody with 2 eyes can see that Theo Johnson is at least, at the bare minimum, at least good. Good. Tell me why he is not being implemented in this offensive play calling and in these schemes. But not just yesterday. I'm talking about through the whole year. You already stripped Bellinger away from us. You already stripped him away from us. But then you're not going to feed a guy who seems like he has some solid hands, good size to him. He definitely could be a threat that maybe most teams may not counter for, but we don't put him in a mix. Somebody please help me understand. Somebody please help me understand why Jalen Hyatt is going out there looking like a complete bum. A complete bum. And I'm not saying he's looking like a bum because of his play skill. I'm saying that we are not putting out plays to make Jalen Hyatt shine the way I know that he can. They're not going to trick me, man. I'm not going to fall into the narrative and believe that Jalen Hyatt just had the Space Jam monsters visit him and that he just lost all his powers. I don't believe that shit. We should be seeing Jalen Hyatt down the field and being a deep ball threat. So I don't understand it, man. I really don't. And it doesn't make sense. But I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you what does make sense. Behind it all, behind everything that I'm going to complain about, is Joe Shane and Coach Dable. Joe Shane and Coach Dable. Get their asses up out of here, man. It's a wrap. It is a wrap. We have seen the best from Coach Dable. Y'all, I know going into this game, I've been hearing that a lot, that Coach Dable, he's going to be coaching differently now. He's coaching for his job, and he's coaching for the – no, he's been done that. I don't know if y'all seen it. He's trying. He's tried his best. We've seen his best. It's over. It's a wrap. It is a wrap. And the more this season goes, the more mentally that I'm remembering certain things. Like, it's even bringing up the fact that I am remembering Joe Shane, or how just egotistical and just cocky this motherfucker was, man. Even when I think about Hard Knocks, I can't believe, and I'm not even going to blame it on me, but I can't believe that I was such a big fan of this shit. I'm not going to be hypocritical. When it first came out, there was some things that I just completely ignored. But in hindsight, we look so crazy. If you ever need to build up some fucking anger and let it out your system, I promise you, go watch Hard Knocks again. It will piss you off. The arrogance with Joe Shane. And again, y'all know me. I'm not going. I don't like to spill over spoiled milk. I don't really even care too much about the Saquon Barkley thing, right? And I'm not even saying that getting rid of Saquon Barkley was a bad move. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to talk about that. But in hindsight, you know what I understand about the whole Saquon situation? What bothered me the most was that out of everybody that we've seen, discussing getting rid of Saquon and what to do with Saquon, everybody that we've seen in that front office, the one that irritates me the most was how Joe Shane was just so egotistical in that moment. It's really just how he treated that situation. It wasn't the actual move in itself, but the way he went about it. Now that it's in hindsight, it irritates me even more. And I remember somebody wording it in a perfect way. And I'll be the first one to admit. They got me. They got me. They really did. They sold me. They didn't fix this damn roster. They put a patch over it. They put a Band-Aid over it. And now, it's clear as day. This roster ain't a roster that should be competing with nobody that's going to be making it into the playoffs, man. Nobody. Now, I wasn't oblivious to the fact that we were super young. But now that I really think about it, and I'm looking at depth, and I'm looking at just who's our actual starters. Man, that's Joe Shane's doing, man. That's Joe Shane's doing. And I'm looking at us, and this is not it. This is not even close to it. It's not. And now I'm to the point now where, like we said earlier in the chat, I don't even know if one draft or one offseason, I don't even know if that is going to be enough. And I'm saying that in the sense of the fan in me is pulling and hoping that it can clear up. But logically, I don't even know if that's going to be enough. Nobody deserves, man, I'm telling y'all, everybody deserves the smoke. Nobody deserves the escape clear away, man. Nobody. And I understand, y'all, I understand there's people who believe that Shane, look, man, Shane, he's not the one that is the issue. You need to get rid of Coach Dable. I understand that that's that narrative put out there. We'll agree to disagree. We will agree to disagree. And this is coming from somebody who did it. At first, I wasn't with the whole get rid of them both thing. But now that I'm starting to see things unfold the way they are unfolded, oh my God, this shit is bad. This shit is bad, man. And they got me. And I'm not ashamed to say it, man. I'm not ashamed to say it. It's deep. This defense is super trash. It's super trash. Can somebody please just throw out a number? And tell me how many missed tackles were there in the game? How many? I'll start. I'm going to say 50. I'm going to say 50. These are professional football players. The NFL. The cream of this is the top of the top. They look like they're playing high school football out there, man. High school football. And I hate to even word it like this because it's really gonna sound like I'm trolling. But these dudes don't even understand the simple science of wrapping up. Of wrapping up. I'm over here watching Colorado football, and I'm looking at Shiloh, and I'm like, yo, man, why can't Shiloh ever wrap up? He's just going in there, blindsided, going in there, just hitting, closing his eyes, hitting everything moving. But shit, he's looking just like us. He's looking just like us in the National Football League. Adoree Jackson, I guarantee, I don't know, but I guarantee that Adoree Jackson missed about a good 10 tackles. Maybe a good 10. Because not only can our corners not guard shit, but they can't tackle worth shit either. They can't tackle worth shit. Linebackers on skates. I was a little defensive of Bobby Okereke, and I understand the scheme has changed up for him. But even him throughout this year, I've been seeing him getting rolled over, all types of shit. His defense is trash. It's trash. Garbage. Garbage. If you're a running back and you need some film and you need to state the case, play the New York Football Giants. Play the New York Football Giants. Rico Dowdle, whoever the fuck that is. 22 carries and 112 yards on the ass. 22 carries and 112 yards. And it looks so easy. It looks so easy. That's what that is what I've been saying this whole time, man. And I'm not trying to harbor on one thing. But when it comes to a team as a collective, not just the Daniel Jones thing, not just the drops thing, not just the Deonte Banks thing. This team is garbage all around. All around. And when you are at the position that we are in, everybody deserves the smoke. Everybody. If y'all want change, if y'all want different outcomes, you can't be comfortable with mediocrity. You can't be comfortable with trying to, feather and comfort people's feelings and making excuses for them. We need big change. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I see y'all. I am reading these comments to the side, but please forgive me. I'm going to get to the comments, but I had to. Y'all know I'm not used to doing my live a day later. So I've been sitting on this pause for a while, and I'm just now letting it out. So forgive me. Shout out to each and every one of y'all, man. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. All right, subscribe. James Lisa, first time listening. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. I'm not mad at anybody in this chat. I'm not mad at anybody in this chat. All right. Actually, to be honest with you, for the last few days, y'all been smart as shit in this chat. Y'all all coming to your senses. It's just this team, man. It's this team that I fucking love. It's this team. G242 Marshall, I appreciate you, bro. Says great live, TP. Salute, Danny. I appreciate you, bro. Danny, I'll talk to you. I see your comments, and I'll talk to you in a second. I'm gonna get to you, Danny. I see you over here. Again, when it comes to the secondary, please tell me that y'all see that this secondary just has an issue with just doing the simple things, man. Even when it comes to just turning their head around, I just don't get it. And I hate to even sound like this because I do like to be one of those guys who just like I don't want to make something sound easy that I don't want to be hypocritical like I kind of said earlier. If I don't know how it is to do that job, I don't want to make something sound easy that is probably extremely difficult. You know, I've had experience playing receiver. I don't know what it's like to play corner. But I'm looking at these corners, and not just this game, but throughout this whole season, I'm thinking, damn, how many plays have we left out on the field where if we would have just turned our head around and played the ball, how many more plays could this secondary have made? And I have just been seeing it all year. But like it's what's been said by me, and what's been said in this chat, and what's been said by others, it is coaching, man. These are coaching things, man. These players need to be coached up, and it is clear as day. Their game needs a certain level of development for them to reach their peaks and for us to see a different result. It is coaching. We can't underplay the value and the importance of what coaching brings to a team. It is more than calling plays and rocking a headset. They are responsible. They are responsible for the development of these players. Get Coach Dable the fuck out of here. And I'm just gonna say that randomly throughout this live. Get him out of here. Get Joe Shane the fuck out of here. Get him out of here. Let him go. They rolled in their horses together. Let them leave together. They're buddy. Let them take that Buffalo shit somewhere else, man. Somewhere else. We hold the NFL record for most consecutive games without an interception. Congratulations. Congratulations. We have one interception, and we're 2-9. One interception. We hold the NFL record for most consecutive games without an interception. Congratulations. That's the New York Football Giants. Get Coach Dable the fuck out of here. Get him out of here. Get Joe Shane the fuck out of here. What more do y'all need to see, man? What more do y'all need to see? Please. Please tell me. I really want to know. Get him up out of here. I need a notification by tonight. I need a notification by tonight. I need to see something. Because don't sit here and expect a different outcome or some change to happen if we don't cut the head of the snake. I'm telling you right now. Don't expect nothing to change. They showed us who they are, man. They showed us who they are. And they'll find ways all around to embarrass us completely, man. And I'm not even saying this in a sarcastic manner. I'm saying this in a literal way. In a literal way. We are the official laughingstock. We're the laughingstock of the NFL. And if you are comfortable with that, I question your fandom. Because no New York Giant fan should be comfortable with being a laughingstock of the NFL. We're supposed to run this shit. That's who we are. We're supposed to run this shit. Anytime we visit somebody's field or they step on the field with us, they're supposed to respect us. That's who I know. That's who I grew to love. That's why I became a fan of this team. I know there's different age brackets in here in this chat, but that's the New York Giant football I know. We've always been supposed to be the most respected. And doubt on us. It's okay for you to doubt us. But when you doubt us, we punch you in the mouth. Now, shit. Doubt us all you want to. Doubt us all you want to. If you doubt us now, we'll jump on your side and look over at us and doubt us as well. We went from what I know, we went from this, we went from that to that. That's who we are. We now this. We that team now. And when you got Dallas fans popping up in the chat talking shit, what can you really say to them? What can you really say to them? Danny's Cowboys Nation in the house. We own you guys. My Cowboys own you. You Giants, my Cooper Rush owns you. Y'all, my Michael Parsons own you. Overshown owns you. Rico Dowdle own y'all. How about them Cowboys? Let's go. Respectfully, Danny, respectfully. Fuck you. Fuck you and the Cowboys. How about that? But I will say, you're not lying. He's not lying. What can we really say to that? What can we really say to that? What can we really say to that? Cooper Rush has beat us every time he's played us. Michael Parsons really does have a show every time he plays us. Overshown was, it was like all his ratings in Madden went to 99 when he plays us. Rico Dowdle, when he scored his first touchdown versus, he cracked 100, got player of the game. But this is the place where the New York Giants has put us. This is where they put us. No, not the New York Giants. Let me make it clear. Let me make it clear. This is where Joe Shane and Coach Dable has put us. Joe Shane and Coach Dable has led us to this position. To where Cowboy fans can say this and they won't be lying. And they won't be lying. JC Rhythms. You right, TP. Everybody gets smoked. Either needs to get out of here. The whole franchise needs to change. It's been 12 years online, still ish. Also, coaching has a lot to do with this ish. Let's go, Big Blue. Giant salute to my guy, JC, man. No lies told. No lies told. And the Zoman podcast says, damn, who you replace Dable with? You could play some with a broom and a mop for all I care. You can replace him with a broom and a mop for all I care. He just has to go. He just has to go. Shout out to NYG22. He's the first. I'm not saying that he is the first person. I don't want everybody to hop on my case about it. He's the first person I heard mention Coach Vrabel. And I love that idea. I love the idea. I got him right now when it comes to number one on this recruiting, coaching market. I like Coach Vrabel. Yeah, I think that's a good fit. Sarkon says they stopped using Tracy for some reason. Maybe to not win. Be prepared to them not winning another game. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely prepared for that. I'm definitely prepared for that. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I am with you. And that's another element to it that just doesn't make no sense. We have a running game that can be utilized with Singletary and Tyrone Tracy. but we always find a way where we shy away from it. We always find a way. This was the first time where I seen us finally. I mean, I'm not even going to even give credit to this because I mean, it's too late at this point. But we've gotten to the point now where where Coach Dable gets to the 50-yard line, I believe, and it is 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, and we go for it. And it just irritates me because I just know that this is the mindset that you should have from the jump. Play to win, not play to keep up. And that's who I thought Coach Dable was in 2022. He was going around calling them Coach Day balls and shit. Then come to find out we do it this game, and guess what we do? We don't run a trick play. We don't do no wide receiver or jet reverses. We hand the ball off to Tyrone Tracy. And he runs and gets us a first down. Wow. Wow. Who would have ever known? Man, and the Zoe podcast says, man, Cowboys suck. What are you talking about? I said that. I know they suck. They suck. We just suck more than they suck. Unfortunately. Make no mistake about it. Yeah, they trash. Unpopular opinion, sports says, and think about last year. We were top of the league in forcing turnovers, but that was Wink's defense. That's a fact. That is a fact. Sarkar says, sub. Giant salute. Giant salute to Sarkar, man. Thanks for hopping on the subscription. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for rocking with us, man. I greatly appreciate it, bro. G242 Marshall. Our defense is made for blitzing due to Wink. Fire Bowen and find another defensive coordinator who can blitz but contain the run as well. I'm glad you said that. You and Unpopular Opinion Sports made a good point. It reminded me. Why do we have such a problem with these two things? What happened to sending them dogs, man? What happened to sending them dogs? We could talk about whatever we want about Coach Wink, and we can have our opinions about him. But one thing we know is that in 2022, when we let them dogs go hunt, it was a thing of beauty, man. It was a thing of beauty. I cannot forget when it was the Packer game. Was it the Packers? 4th quarter. We need to stop to win the game. They're in the red zone. And everybody is lined up at the line of scrimmage ready to go hunt. Everybody. And mind you, in that particular game, we've been going after the quarterback. Well, all that year, we've been going after the quarterback and we've been hunting. The game is on the line. It's the last play of the game. And Coach Wink says, you know what? This ain't going to be no trickery shit. I'm not going to line them up at the line and then drop them back in the zone. He says, no. I believe in these dogs. I believe in my style of play. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the cavalry. I'm going to send everybody. And maybe everybody wasn't comfortable with that. And maybe it would have been risky. And I know everybody was sitting back watching like, ooh, Coach Wink, you want to do that right now? You trust these dudes to man up with these dudes right now? And Coach Wink, with confidence, said, send them. And he sent them fucking dogs, and they went to go hunt. And that was game. How far away are we from that right now? How far away are we from that? We are so far away removed from that. We don't send shit. We don't send shit. And the way we tackle, if you put us at the line the way I just described, if I was a quarterback, I would laugh. I would call a timeout just from dying from laughing the way we tackle. So I'm glad. Yes, that's another thing. Another part to it is the secondary has no physicality to it. Outside of the lack of tackling, why are we 100 yards off the receiver every time we line up against them, including in the red zone? Somebody please help me understand. Help me understand. We make it so easy for these receivers, man. We make it so easy for them. We don't put pressure on shit. We already can't come up and tackle. Then you put them way up off the receiver at that. It's easy work. It's easy work. Then you want them to guard one of those crossing routes in the end zone like that. Like that's gonna work. Like that's gonna work. Stupidity, man. Can't let John Mara off the hook either. That's a fact. That's a fact because he definitely been weaseling by. He definitely been wheezing by. And he ain't off the hook. CPA, I have a question for you. If you were Joe and Mara, keeps you and Dable, would you tell Dable you're bringing in an offensive coordinator, whether he likes it or not? Good question. And I'm telling you now, if there is just some type of way that I don't even want to think about, that Coach Dable is our head coach next year, there is absolutely nothing. There is absolutely nothing, and there is no way that anything can tell me that Coach Dable is going to be our offensive coordinator. If that happens in the beginning of the season, I am going to go ahead and spread the claim that we are tanking again. That we are tanking again. Because there is nothing that says that should even be a thing. And that's a huge if, because mind you, I want a notification tonight. I want to fire Coach Dable notification tonight. But if he's our head coach next year, there is absolutely no way he's our offensive coordinator. Absolutely no way. Brazen. I have issue with Shane Bowen's elementary's defense. I feel you, bro. I feel you. It's just a disaster, man. It's just a disaster. And so ultimately, where we go from here is I honestly, and this is not me trying to be a Debbie Downer. Y'all know how I am. I do like to look at the positive side, believe it or not. But honestly, I just don't see a win. I don't see a win. And for a lot of people, I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I will say the one positive from this is that we are one step closer to Shador. Maybe that's one positive. That's one positive. But I looked at the schedule. And I also look at the product that's on the field. And I got to be honest, I can't lie to y'all. I do not see another win. To me, it is complete comedy when I hear people, before a game say, "Hey, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if we come out and win this game. Well, we gonna come out to play today." I don't blame you. I'm not, picking on you, but I just, it's comedy to me because I just don't see it. I just don't see it. These guys are done. The locker room is cooked. And right now, I think I think the major things that we should be looking forward to is weeding out the fat, waiting for Coach Dable to be relieved of his duties, and same with Joe Shane, and to see if we can stay in that number one spot. See if we can stay in that number one spot. Oh, and then let me mention this too. Speaking of removing the fat, right? And before I go, I do want to mention this. Shout out to Cordell Flott. Shout out to Cordell Flott, because I think when you talk about this secondary as a whole, I think you have to be very careful on and intertwining everybody. I think Cordell Flott has been putting together some good games, man. I think Cordell Flott has been progressing. And I think he's been playing some solid ball, man. He's probably the only corner that I can think of that has been actually making plays on the ball, that has been playing as aggressive as he can. I mean, he's not a big guy at all, but he's been playing aggressive as he can. And I gotta salute the Cordell Flott, man, because I have noticed that. I know it's so easy to group everybody in together, but when it talks about, when you sit here and you want to talk about removing the fat and certain players that could be key assets to next year, Cordell Flott, I think, is one of them, man. Cordell Flott is definitely putting some good tape together, good games together. So shout out to him. Outside of that, man, look, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I am on the road to 1,000 subscribers. That was a goal of mine. That is something that a number I threw out there at the time. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It was a high number for me. I threw out 1,000 subscribers when I had 10, and I know I'm not gonna get there without the engagement. So do me a favor, like, comment, but also subscribe. I know this is downtime. I get it. This is not the prettiest time, but believe me, there's gonna be a time when we turn things around and we're gonna be back on top where we belong. And on that journey to be there, I want it to be an actual real journey. I want to ride and die with y'all. I want to go through the trenches with a strong core. So let's ride through this journey together, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the guys that I mentioned earlier, man. The Big Blue Crew. Make sure you subscribe over there as well. Big Dash Knows, who I mentioned earlier. NYG22, who is Unpopular Opinion Sports. Yeah, man, all the guys that I mentioned earlier, man. And the Zoe podcast for sure. Hey, Zoe, I do want to talk to you, man. If you're in the chat, I do want to talk to you about the Daniel Jones thing too, man. So we do got to chop it up one of these days about that. But he's a dope content creator as well. And yeah, man, I'll have a highlight review video coming up very soon, if not today, tomorrow. Danny, how about this? How about another fuck you? Fuck you and the Cowboys. And I say that with love, man. I say that with love. Salute to you, Danny. Salute to you for hopping in the chat. Salute to you for bringing that energy, man. I can't even be mad at you. I can't. So, I mean, that's that, man. That's that. I will be dropping videos this week, and we'll see, man. We'll see what's to come. But, y'all, everybody, do what giant soldiers do. Hold your head up high. Poke your chest out. And just keep marching forward, man, even in these trying times. Giant salute to y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me. And until next time, it's been real.
A rock don't move from a pebble. We don't cruise with the devil. We don't lose, we don't settle. Hard as heavy metal, but it's smooth as the trouble that take you to that level that we ball on. we stand tall on, but never fall on. You can call on, get up off the floor, strengthen up your core. The mind is never poor. We shine like the sun of prime, call it Shador.